Good Italian name.
Good afternoon, and you're in conversation with Orca Sound. I'm with Peter Varvero, and we're going to talk about his wonderful get-together spot and restaurant, Smoke Meat Pete's, and his time listening to great music and playing great music. And so now, here's Peter. Hi, Peter.
Right?
I want to talk to you about Smoke Meat Pizza a bit, and what brought you to creating this wonderful restaurant. Give me a bit of the background.
Well, I worked for my dad 20 years before I started out on my own adventure. I call it an adventure because it's still going on. But yeah, I had my family and they were growing and my pay was staying the same, and it's restaurant work, so we can't expect to get paid like an arm and a leg. And so I told my dad eventually, after 20 years, I'm going to go off and open my own little place. So I opened something up here in El Perot, around the corner from my house, with 2 tables, a counter, and steamer and slicer, and went to town. My mom helped me a lot get going, and it was a long, hard battle. I did 5 years in the basement of a building, and it became pretty busy. We had lineups there and whatnot, and this place came up for rent, and I was able to get it. It was a bit of a toss-up because I had to triple my sales to make it work, but it happened instantly. They say location, location. It was the location. And it's still.
How long ago did that? When did you open up Smoke Meat Pete's?
I originally opened in '96. Then the new one, I opened it up in 2000. And then in 2001, my favorite blues musician died, John Lee Hooker. So we did a small dedication thing to him out on the terrace. Me and a couple of the guys played blues, harmonica, guitar, nothing big, but people seemed to really like it. So that's how live music started at Smoke Me Pete's.
So that's been going on for almost 20 years now.
Through the dedication to John Lee Hooker.
Beautiful.
So my hat goes off to the band.
So what got you into music?
What got me into it, I used to play when I was a kid, guitar, and mess around a bit, but when I got my own restaurant, I didn't have time for that anymore, so I just kind of put it on the side. And I used to have the restaurant with just music playing in it, and I said, well, I told my mama, I said, well, I never have a chance to go out. I'm working all the time. I can't go anywhere. She says, well, if you can't go to the party, then you have to bring the party to you.
Great.
So we started having more music at the restaurant, and it became a few nights a week. Then it became every day, and till today, and we still have music live 7 nights a week now.
Do you have regulars that come back week after week or month after month?
Definitely.
Name some of the people that keep on coming back.
The bands they're talking about?
Yeah.
Well, we have Little Bubba Blues Band. He's one of our favorites.
And who's that? Who's in that band? Do you remember?
Well, I can't remember all their names, but...
Is it a big band?
No, they're 3 guys.
Oh, okay.
You have Little Bubba is
the main guy?
Andrew Lipscomb.
Okay.
And you have a
And
bass player.
They're a blues trio?
Yeah.
Okay. Who else do you enjoy?
Pretty awesome, and strictly blues. He can't play anything else but blues.
Okay.
But they're good. And then we have Brian Greenway every once in a while. He put together when I did my first outdoor concert. He was he put together the Blues Bus Band.
It's amazing. And
especially for that gig.
And who is he with? He's with...
he was in April Wine.
Yeah, no, but also he plays with someone else from April Wine, I think, as well, right?
Gary Moffat.
Gary Moffat, and then there's another guy from Offenbach, I think, that plays in the band as well.
I believe so.
It's difficult keeping up with all the musicians that are coming in and out, I'm sure, you know?
I'm not very good with names.
Oh, me neither, I understand.
But we have a nice bunch of people that come, though.
What are some of your most memorable moments?
Stephen Barry Blues Band.
They're great.
There. We have maybe some of the bands aren't as well known, but they always come there. What's his name? Shit. I knew I should have just
No, that's fine.
Pause it.
Peter, talk to me about some of your favorite memories here at Smoke Meat Pete's and some of the people that you love listening to and some of the people who are inspirational.
Every year we have Pete's birthday party when I get back from my vacation. And we usually have some special band that play in March. Usually it's around the 6th, with the first Saturday of March. Usually we always have our big bash, and we have live music all day long. I'm in one of the bands in the afternoon that plays, and the evening band usually is a special band. We had last year Don Taylor Watson play for us with the Ben Racine band, and during the day there was another blues band, I'm forgetting the name, but they sort of hooked up with the Don Taylor, and we had a whole horn section going. We had a whole horn section going for the evening show. It was just like blow your mind away, and we've had quite a few of those things happen at the restaurant from time to time, so you never really know what you're going to see when you get there, because...
But there's live music here pretty much every night, isn't there?
7 nights a week. One of the only places I know of that you can go kick off your shoes and have a good bite to eat and listen to some good blues.
That's amazing. I caught the show that you had here, I guess, about a week ago. The place was packed and people loving the food, and the sound was excellent. Well, that was your house band that was playing, I think, that night.
Yeah.
What are they called, Peter?
The Hawk and Roll Smoke Me Pete.
Nice.
Blues band, yeah.
So what are some of your memorable artists that we hear? What are some of the names that are worthwhile thinking about?
We've Stephen Barry Blues Band is a pretty tight band there. Once in a while we have them play. We got our few regular guys there like Derek Falls, Matt Rock.
You mentioned Brian Greenway. Now,
Brian Greenway.
Is Brian Greenway confirmed with his blues bus for New Year's?
Yeah, they actually last year when they did our New Year's party, I asked the crowd, do you want him back again next year? And of course they all cheered and said yeah. So we booked him again for right away there for this year coming. But yeah, it was an anonymous.
Well, I think that with Brian Greenway and the rest of the guys in the band, I think it's going to be a huge draw. What better musical act can you watch New Year's than that?
New Year's we usually do a reservation only, and the place is full. And the place is full, so if people want to get the reservations in early, that's better for them.
When can they start putting in their reservations?
Anytime.
Wow! Yeah. Don't forget to call early if you want to come out for New Year's. Now, also, there was a contest. What was it, in 2014 for Best Smoked Meat? I know that you're a bit proud of this.
Yeah.
Tell me about what happened.
It was something that my dad always tried to win. When I worked for my dad, he'd always come in second or third place or whatever from Schwartz, and he always wanted to beat them in a smoked meat contest, not because his smoked meat was any less better than Schwartz's, but it was something he wanted to win, you know, and he passed away and never was able to win it. But in 2014, I think he pulled a couple strings up there for me, and Smoked Meat Pete's beat Schwartz for the first time in history. Any restaurant ever beat Schwartz in a smoked meat contest, so that was quite the feat.
Well, it's also quite amazing considering that Montreal is such a big smoked meat town, and to be on top of the heap is quite the honor, I think. Way to go! Congratulations on that.
No, that was something special.
You're mentioning, tell me some of the crazy memories that you have from some of the performances, including some of the crazy nights you might have had.
They might have been in my drinking days. I don't drink anymore, but
for good reason.
Yeah. My health. But I can remember standing up on a stage and having two guys on each side of me, one guy on each side of me to make sure I didn't fall over while I was up there playing guitar or something.
Wow.
And so, Pete, but I did it anyway. But I could remember even standing on a table playing the guitar next to the stage with the guys and having a blast. But
what kind of music do you enjoy listening to nowadays?
I mostly just listen to blues, honestly. Maybe some old rock once in a while, Led Zeppelin song, but they're all sort of blues oriented, the ones I still listen to.
Now I have to ask the obvious question, which is, why should somebody come to Smoked Meat Pete's?
Why should someone? For the great food and music and friendly atmosphere, I would think. The place smells incredible whenever I walk in. Yeah.
You know, it's just the smell of the open barbecue or
the real charcoal.
Yeah.
Some people, my neighbors even sometimes mention to me that, you know, I wish you wouldn't be doing that because I get hungry every time you start making them ribs or whatever.
That's incredible.
Like the smell carries through the whole neighborhood. Yeah.
So what I suggest, come on down to Smoked Meat Pete's anytime for some great blues music and amazing food. If you haven't been here yet, come on out. It's a great place to be.
We always have some great deals. We have a car night and a bike night during the summer that are awesome. Keep growing. We had something like 750 bikes show up on our last bike night of the year this year. It was quite something to see that many motorcycles all around the place.
And when you come by and you haven't met Peter yet, come on by, say hi to him. He's always happy to meet everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you for the interview, Peter. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, Ork.